So what's up, fam? The vlog just came out today, so it's Sunday, and this is the video for the following weekend. So today, you're going to see me attempt to do the oil change on Willow. You saw me buy my oil filter, and upstairs I have my oil. And since I'm part of the North American Subaru and Princess Owners Club, on their forums, I was talking to them in their oil forum. They haven't done any testing on the Mollygen yet. So one of the big guys there suggested I get a VOA kit from AMSOIL, which I did, and that's upstairs. So I will get that, and we'll do that before I head out and try to do this oil change. It's my first time doing it. I'm sure it's probably colder than all get out there, and I'm sure it's probably going to be a pain in the butt 'cause it's my first time. So let's go do this. Here's the kit, and the oil's in the box, so let's break it out. So first time ordering from ECS. It's the affordable place I could find the Mollygen, and I'm doing this with one hand because Skylar's not here. I'm sure I could probably go get him, but he's supposed to be working on the podcast. There it is. So when you order a VOA kit, the one I got comes with a lot of paperwork and options, but here's what it is. Get your tube for the oil, information on what to do, shipping label, and legal forms. I'll work on this off camera because it's boring, and then we're gonna go out there and get some fresh oil in that pretty blue car. Okay, so I was opening the bottle to get the oil out. This is the coolest lid ever. Check that out. These little things are attached, so you pull them up and the whole thing pops out. And then you just bloop. Look at that. Alright, I'm gonna keep going on this. So it doesn't take much oil at all to fill this little bottle up. Check this thing out. It's friggin' green. I need to put a little bit more in there. I'm below the fill line. Oops. I don't know if I can do this while filming. Give me a second. Cool lid. Pill spout. Just gonna put a little bit more in there. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. That's what happens when you try to film putting oil into a small bottle. I'm gonna clean up now. Okay, so get this. I get the VOA done, sitting in the mailbox to get shipped off. It's 5 o'clock. You can see how dark it is. Now the question is, should I do the video with how dark it is? I can do the oil change, no problem. But should I do the video? I've made up my mind. I'm going to finish filming tomorrow, do the project tomorrow, so you can all see what I'm doing. So I'll see you tomorrow.
Put up, we're recording.
Okay. This is the first time ever I had to say day 2 for an oil change. But it's good, because I got Short Bus Skylar working with me again today. My new faithful cameraman, which is awesome. And turns out, he's never had to do an oil change on a car before. So not only is this going to be educational for you, it'll be educational for him.
Yeah, buddy.
And I'm actually excited about that. So, it's better if your engine is a little warm. So I had it running for a bit. I just shut it off. And this is basically what you'll need, minus the camera bag.
No, you'll need the camera bag.
You know, not every car...
Maybe a case of beer.
Not for an oil change. It should only take like 15-20 minutes. Not every car is going to need a jack and jack stands, but I brought that out just in case because the car's a little low and I'm a little fat. You're going to need a drain pan and a funnel so you can put stuff back in. Obviously your oil and filter, some towels, and your favorite toolkit. So you want a warm engine.
Warm engine.
Oil flows easier when it's warmer.
Okay.
And since it hasn't been driven all weekend,
Okay.
that oil was pretty thick. Now what I like to do, since we're on gravel, we have a pad. Goozles. So I'll pop the fill cap off, because it'll help us relieve some pressure, and then I pop that up. That's your dipstick, Jimmy.
That's thinking with your dipstick, Jimmy.
So we're gonna get underneath, we're gonna go under it.
I don't know if I can fit under there, bro.
Well,
There's no fat boy room.
let me see if I can even reach what I need to reach without jacking up the car. I can reach everything I need to, but it is going to be a little tight. Since this is a modern vehicle, there's plastic underneath here. And this plastic will usually have like a door or a panel or something you can pop out. And that will give you access to anything you need to. An oil filter, your drain plug. But this one's all the way in the back. So I have no idea what one of these doors is. So let's find out. Some of them are easy. They're just little like plastic push clip things. You know, you pinch the fingers together and it pops open. These ones are push lock plastic pins. Going to need one of them. I just don't know which one.
I can't see what you're doing. Where'd your hand go? There it is.
Okay, why is it not wanting to come out? Oh, don't act like you're tired.
I'm super tired.
Oh, okay. This is not working. It also looks a little small to be an oil filter one. Let me try one more thing. So, of course, just like everything else in this car, it's going to be a PETA, I guess. And I don't want to break it. So you just kind of rock your prying tool around. These are so stupid. Okay. I got it. What's it go to? Nothing. Okay. Over to another one. This one looks more like oil filter-y. Oh, don't do that. Yeah.
My legs really hurt, so hurry your ass up and do it now so I can stand right up.
Nothing. What the hell?
They're all lies.
They are.
Cool.
Go ahead and stand up.
I'm too fat to squat. Let that be a lesson to you, ladies and gentlemen. I just squatted and stood up, and now my vision is going away because I'm fat. Don't get fat. Stay skinny. Drink soda.
So I'm feeling this may be an aftermarket under tray.
Somebody just stuck it on there.
Yeah.
Well, hoist that beesh up so you can actually see what you're looking at.
I can see what I'm looking at. Because there's my drain plug. At least my drain plug's exposed. Well, if I gotta take this whole thing off, that's gonna suck balls. And that might be what I need to do. Hi.
Hi.
You go into my butt.
I tried to, but you stood up too quick.
Oh, good.
But I got the crack on camera.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that's what YouTube wants to see.
Of course it is. Everybody likes to see people accidental bunk cracks.
Some fat guy's plumber's crack.
Sexy.
All that work for nothing.
It wasn't for nothing. It was for education.
Yeah.
Because now you know you can take that piece of plastic off and you don't need it there anymore. Because it's useless.
So it turns out we're going to try to jack it up, see underneath a little better. The drain plug and filter are right next to each other, so we're going to find them. Jack stay in for safety. So when jacking up a car, it's always safe to obviously use a jack stand like I just showed you.
About.
Make sure your parking brake is on. And if you have a manual, have it in first gear. It just helps hold it so it doesn't roll. Now, get down here. A little easier. So I'm just gonna try to take this whole splash pan off. Would you mind bringing the toolbox over?
Yeah.
Thanks.
My bad.
Okay, you just made my job so much harder.
How was I supposed to know your toolbox was gonna do that?
Because you tend to lock it up before you move it. Now I gotta try to find the right one. Son of a biscuit eating bulldog. These are all standard. Where's my... There's an 11. That's probably too small. Yeah. Put that in the 11 hole.
That's not the 11 hole.
It's not the 11 hole?
Yep.
Well, I can't see. How about a 13?
That's the 11 hole.
13 works. So for my pan, my splash guard pan, whatever you want to call it, it has 13 millimeter bolts holding it down. I'm not sure if it's factory, so yours may be different. And of course, it's friggin' rusted. Well, this doesn't bode well. That ain't moving. That's not good at all. Bad news, Internet. I think we're gonna take it to a shop.
Cool.
Okay. So actually, before we go, when you do your own oil change at home, what you're gonna do is you need to find the right wrench for your drain plug. 17, 18, 19, usually somewhere around there. That's millimeters. After you find your drain plug and your oil filter, you're going to pull your cap off, pop your dipstick. You're going to get your drain pan under the car, pop that nut loose, start screwing it out by hand. Then when it starts dripping, you know you're getting close to the end, so you pull it out of the way real quick and then it'll flow out. Usually about 10 minutes you'll have every drip of oil out of there. If you're lucky and your filter is right next to your drain plug, you can pop that loose too. Sometimes they're a little tight, so they have filter wrenches that you can use. But if you don't have that, what you can do is take a screwdriver and actually pound it through the side of the filter. If you have an old school, like canned filter, you can pop it through the side and use that as leverage to get it off. So you let all that drain. After that's done draining, you wipe everything off with your towels. You wipe you off with your towels. I guarantee you're going to get dirty. Then you take your new filter and you're going to take fresh oil. Just dip your finger in it. Right, wipe it around the gasket that's on your filter. Screw that on, hand tight. Doesn't have to be super tight, so it's going to get tighter anyways. And it just makes it harder to get it off next time. Then you take your drain plug, screw that in by hand, and just snug it up. If you over tighten it, you're going to strip the threads in your pan, and then you're screwed. You need a new pan. So then, you leave all that, clean it all up, make sure you're not dripping anywhere. You come up to your top. You either know how much oil you need, or you find out how much oil you need. Most of the time you're between 4 quarts and a lot, depending on what vehicle you have. Most gas is between 4 to 6 quarts, depending on the engine, of course, so you need to find that out. If you're a diesel, chances are you're probably closer to 9 to 10. Grab your funnel if you need to. You don't have to. I usually don't. Stick it in your fill hole. I'm going to cover this up now since we're done for the day. Put in roughly the recommended amount. Now, obviously it's going to be a little hard to tell exactly how much you need from the bottle. There's just a little clear. I'll kind of show you here.
And not all bottles have that little clear window to see how much is in there.
Most of them do now, though, especially when you get
the big ones.
The big, like 5 quart plus ones. This is a 5 liter, so it's over 5 quarts. If you have the single quarts, most of them do too, but you don't really need to worry about that because usually it's like you just pour it all in and then a half or however much. So what you do is you fill it up to roughly where the manufacturer's recommended level is. Put the cap on, push your dipstick in, start the engine, run it for a few seconds, like let it come up and let your revs stabilize, and shut it off, come out, pull out your dipstick, wipe it off, stick it back in, pull it out, look at your level, and then you just adjust from there. I like to have mine just a hair under full, because even the greatest car will still burn a little bit of oil, but usually not a whole lot. After that, you're good to go. Get your sticker in there, reset your light. All light resets are different. It either has something to do with holding a button, turning the key on, going through your computers, or stepping on the gas pedal 5 times. There's a whole bunch of different ways to do it. One other thing I want to point out, some engines have what's called a canister filter. That's more for modern engines, so I don't really see a whole lot of DIYers doing it. But if you do, it'll be up top somewhere. So you'll see this like black circle thing with a nut on top. Sometimes those nuts are like proprietary, which is dumb, but you got to pop those off, and that's basically, instead of having a separate even some cars have a regular filter on top, but instead of having a whole filter unit that you replace, housing and everything, you're just replacing the element inside. So it's basically like the filter housing is a part of the engine. So you unscrew the cap. You can use a vacuum or a towel to wipe out all the inside of that, try to get all the bad oil out. Pull your element out, it's going to be disgusting. So you grab it with a towel or gloves, whatever, throw it in your drain pan, wipe it all out, and they'll come with O-rings. They may or may not be some on the element, but there's almost always a huge one on the cap. So you put it in there, they'll pop in. There's like some plastic clips that slide into a hole. That's usually where the O-ring will be. And then you put your cap on and tighten that up by hand too. Don't over tighten that because they snap. So that's the gist of doing an oil change. There's complications in every car that make everything different, just like this one. We have that stupid pan that won't come off. So yes, technically right now I could drain the oil and fill the oil back up, but that's stupid without changing the filter. There you go. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll do what I can. Yep. Call my buddies over at F&F right now. See if they can get me in today. Right now.
See that Super Troopers 2 is coming out next year?
Is it next year?
Yeah, they have a release date.
Nice.
Trailer and everything.
Oh, there's a trailer?
Yeah, I looked it up yesterday.
Is it good?
I didn't watch it.
Oh. They've been working on that for years.
Well, yeah, because it's all like, it's like crowdfunded almost.
Not even almost, it was.
Yeah, it's not Hollywood at all.
So it should be really good.
Yeah, because they can do whatever they want with it. Hopefully it doesn't go straight to DVD. That was a big goose.
Whatever that was, it was loud. Is your hoodie Squirtle?
Yep, show is.
Okay. Do y'all want to see that? Squirtle. Got me on hold for a while. You want to see something funny? I don't know if y'all know my friend John. I talked about him on the other channels, but the day he was moving out, he did a tasty burnout right here. This is years ago, probably three-ish years ago, and his burnout's still here.
It's a small car.
It's a 240.
It's a small car.
95 S14, bigger than mine.
Still small.
Just a smidge bigger. But unfortunately, that thing's sitting in the garage with no drivetrain in it. Come on, Kurt. Hey, Kurt, what's up, man? Karen. You got any open spots today? I'm doing good. I need your help. I just got a WRX a month or two ago, and I'm having issues getting my oil change done. I need more power, like tools to break off this plastic shield on it. Yeah. No. Okay. That's cool. What about tomorrow? That time tomorrow? No, it's brand new, man. 2008 Subaru WRX. All right, cool, man. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Thanks, bud. They're busy today. You know, they're business. So we're going to take it in tomorrow. See you guys in the next video.